Traditional media has taught us what ideal beauty is supposed to look like. But in the age of social media, we are the media now. You can choose to follow people that make you feel bad about yourself, or you can choose to curate your Instagram feed with people who inspire you. I'm about to count down the top 10 influencers we need to talk about right now, part 2, here for you on IO. What is gravy, you guys? I'm Charlotte Dobre, and I'm back at it again with another video that will make you feel all fuzzy inside. On this channel, we like to expose the fakeness of social media, and because we do that, we like to throw in some positivity for you every now and again. We also serve you only the biggest and best news updates that are currently trending. Subscribe if you like my content, and follow me on Instagram. I promise all my posts aren't humble brags. Coming in hot at number 10, we have the Good Place actress Jamela Jamil. For a hot quick second there, you saw a ton of these I weigh posts on Instagram. They feature text that says I weigh, and then you list all the things you love about yourself. The I weigh movement was all about encouraging people to measure their weight and worth in terms of their positive qualities, rather than what stepping on a scale will tell you. Jamela Jamil said at the time, I wanted a mini online museum of women who were valuing themselves properly, by how they feel about themselves and the people they are, and the lives they live and change and save, rather than by our media's absurd standards women are expected to uphold. Standards are airbrushed, surgically enhanced and starved, and relentlessly trained for by those perpetuating this dangerous stereotype. Yeah! Couldn't have said it better myself. Jamela Jamil is one of the leaders of this movement. If you don't follow her already, I recommend you do that, and I also recommend you make one of those I weigh posts. It does make you feel strangely good about yourself to not associate your worth with what you look like. In at number 9, we have Testa Holiday. Tess is the woman behind the hugely popular Instagram account F Your Beauty Standards. F Your Beauty Standards is part of a movement that's meant to question the boundaries of traditional beauty standards and provide a safe space where people of all shapes and sizes can share their triumphs and struggles. On both her personal account and F Your Beauty Standards, she's cultivated a loyal following whose self-esteem is regularly boosted by her body positive posts. She is trying to change the way the media represents women and the ideal look, whatever the that is. In at number 8, we have Beauty Christy. Beauty Christy is a self-taught makeup artist who is a staple in the YouTube beauty community. Not just because she's great at makeup, but because she's genuinely real and she's funny as shit. The first time I saw one of her videos, I was covering the Jaclyn Hill furry lipstick story, and I was watching her react to the fuzz under a microscope. I instantly subscribed, like instantly. Here's a girl that might not look like your typical beauty guru, but that doesn't stop her from loving makeup and being really good at it. Beauty Christy is one of the most down-to-earth beauty gurus on YouTube, which is why she made it into part 2. A lot of you were pretty upset that I hadn't included her in part 1, so here you go. Okay, in at 7 we have Christiana. Christiana is not your average America's Next Top Model participant. She's about as body positive as you can get. She speaks about the importance of loving yourself at any size and loving others at any size. The photos she posts aren't retouched. She shows her real body and it's foxy. She was quoted saying, with anything your body goes through, there is a way to treat yourself with kindness. And hey, this kindness especially applies to your hardworking mind. It's where you face your battles. Face them too with compassion, even on your craziest days. I can't even tell you how true this is, guys, and it's something that I've struggled with too. Your mind is a very powerful tool, but it can also hinder you. So instead of allowing yourself to say things not even your worst enemy would say about you, you should teach your mind to be your #1 fan, and that will help you in all aspects of your life, romantically, in your career. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? Okay. And at number 6 we have Celeste Barber. Celeste is an actor, comedian, and writer with 6.3 million followers on Instagram. She's also one of the funniest influencers on the platform. Her entire account is dedicated to poking fun at influencers. Her Insta almost entirely consists of side-by-sides where she recreates popular influencer posts, dubbed Celeste Challenge Accepted. And these side-by-sides have made her famous. She first got the idea for the challenge when she saw the ridiculous selfies people posted, and she thought, what would it look like if a normal person did the same thing on like a Wednesday? She also wanted to show other body types. She was quoted in Bazaar saying, I focus on who I am and how I make people feel. How I look is the least interesting part of me. Oh, that's so beautiful. In at 5 we have Burke. Molly is a Canadian motivational speaker, influencer, and YouTuber, but she is unlike the others. Burke is blind, and she's been blind since birth, and she's been completely without sight for over a decade. She is a superstar for a reason. She's overcome years of bullying, depression, and one of the worst experiences someone can go through, the loss of her sight. She uses her platform to spread awareness about blindness with videos like 5 things to never say to a blind person. Molly's success makes the point that you can either let your troubles in life get you down, or you can let them lift you up. What would have been a hindrance is now her superpower. I've actually met Molly in person when she lived in Toronto, and she's super nice. I wasn't allowed to pet her service dog though, which was very upsetting because it was very cute. I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to touch a service dog. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that until I met Molly Burke. You can't pet service dogs because it's distracting. A service dog is working. If it gets distracted and something bad happens to the person it's assigned to, then it's your fault. In at 4, juggling the Jenkins. Real name Tiffany Jenkins, this comedian, author, and recovering addict has more than 3.8 million followers on Facebook and close to 1 million followers on Instagram. She was a drug addict addicted to opiates for an entire decade until she was arrested while dating a police officer. She faced 20 felony charges from grand theft of firearms to defrauding a pawnbroker. She then spent 120 days in jail, and after her father told her he would have faith in her until she could have faith in herself, she turned her life around. She gave up drugs, she went to rehab after she was released from prison, she went to a halfway house and then got pregnant and married. In just 2 short years, she went from living in a halfway house to being a married, recovered mother of 3. That's when she started blogging. She's now known for her funny and relatable short videos that she posts to social media, and she also wrote a book, High Achiever. If Tiffany's story isn't proof enough for you that you can turn your life around, then you ain't listening, honey. Yes. You got some earwax stuck in there? In at 3, we have baddie Winkle. A lot of you said in the comments of part 1 that you would like to see an influencer in part 2 that is over 35. Well, I have mentioned a couple already, but I do have a great influencer for ya. Introducing Insta Great Grandma Baddie Winkle. Real name Helen Ruth Van Winkle. She's got 3.4 million followers right now, and her bio says stealing your man since 1928. Helen proves to everyone that age is just a number, and you can be a boss at any age, even 90. She out here living her best life and looking beautiful doing it too. Oh my god, she makes me miss my grandmothers so much. Like, I just want to dress them up like that. Hey Helen, if you see this, can we like go shopping or something? I'm serious. You best believe at that age she's been around the block and she has the best life advice. She said, the key to a happy life, now this is my version, always smile at people even though you're just meeting them on the street. Most of the time you'll get a smile back. And always go to church, I'm a very southern lady. And always be kind to every human you meet. Sounds good to me. Everyone though, like every human. Fine. In at 2, we have Salom Black. Salom Black is a makeup artist and influencer with 721,000 followers who hails from Nigeria. She now lives in the United States. So why is she famous? She was burned with hot oil at her mother's restaurant in Nigeria when she was only 9 years old. The oil burned her hair, shoulders, face, and chest. She's been quite open about how bullying has affected her. When she moved to the United States, something she did to get away from bullying in her home country, people would stare at her on the street and bullying continued. Comments left her feeling like a monster who didn't deserve to live. So how did she overcome these really dark feelings? She got into makeup, which helped her feel beautiful, and she started helping inspire others. Now she can proudly say that she has no regrets about what happened to her. She wouldn't go back and change anything. She was quoted saying, "At this point in my life, I don't regret what happened to me. I feel like this was my calling. If I had a choice to take it back, I definitely wouldn't because it's helping other people. I'm just glad my story can actually inspire someone enough for them to realize that their life is worth living." That's so beautiful. I'm literally tearing up. Like, I'm not even like exaggerating. Sorry. Alright, last one. Pull yourself together! In at number 1, we have Body Posy Panda. Real name Megan Jane Crabb has 1.2 million followers on Instagram, where she regularly talks positivity and feminism. Like many other women, Megan was obsessed with her weight when she was growing up. She would flip through magazines and yearn to look like the models she saw. So she decided to go on a diet until she achieved that goal. But her obsession led to severe anorexia, and that almost cost her her life. She would only eat cereal at first, then a handful of fruit a couple times a day. By age 15, she was no more than 60 pounds. Her organs began to fail, and her parents were told that they should say goodbye to their daughter. She managed to recover in a psychiatric hospital over the course of 10 months while she was fed through a tube. Things started to get even better when she met her boyfriend at age 18 who supported her through her body struggles. She also discovered the body positive hashtag on Instagram and was inspired by other women who loved their bodies. She is now a best-selling author of a book called Body Positive Power. Alright, does anyone else need a tissue? Let's respond to some comments from part 1. Haley Walter said, thanks for the video, Charlotte and IO team. Please do a part 2. It is so important to see the difference between real and edited when it comes to social media and influencers. Ask and you shall receive. Yes, you are welcome. You want to see a part 3? Could probably do it. Sophia said, after watching this video, I looked in the mirror naked and said, yeah girl, I like you. Yes, you did. I actually got a couple of different tags of people doing that on Instagram. It's really cute. Rainbow said, and we all fart too. Yes. Yes, we do. Right, Chris?
Yep.
Alright, that's it for me. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want more. And I'll see you in the bonus content, shall we? Whoa! I just hit that microphone with my bun. I hit the bun. My bun, like, just, is my bun messed up? My bun is so tall. Starting off our list, coming in hot at number 10, we have a, oh, why did you leave? I need you to focus me. She's trying to change the way the media represents women and the, she's trying to change the way the, she's trying to train. Okay. Does that make sense? I feel like it does. I just do stupid whenever the teleprompter is taking a long time.